So CNN's Van Jones was on CNN and discussed the white liberal Hillary Clinton supporters that are racist, essentially calling out white liberals for being racist. So let me show you the clip here and why he is exactly right, not just because of anecdotal evidence, but actual polling that has been done on this. So first, here is the clip.
They're tired of people saying over and over again that we're just basically one bill away or one election away from some progress. It's not the racist white person who's in the Ku Klux Klan that we have to worry about. It's the white liberal Hillary Clinton supporter walking her dog in Central Park who would tell you right now, people like that, oh, I don't see race. Race is no big deal to me. I see us all as the same. I give to charities. But the minute she sees a black man who she does not respect or who she has a slight thought against, she weaponized race like she had been trained by the Aryan Nation. A Klans member could not have been better trained to pick up the police and pick up her phone and tell the police it's a black man, African-American man, come get him. So even the most liberal, well-intentioned white person has a virus in his or her brain that can be activated at an instant. And so what you're seeing now is a curtain falling away. And those of us who have been burdened by this every minute, every second of our entire lives are fragile right now.
So there you go. Van Jones calling out the white Hillary Clinton liberal racists. Now, I would just say I don't know if a virus is the right way to discuss racism. I wouldn't really call it calling it a virus assumes that, oh, it's just in their brains. It's natural for them to be racist. And there's nothing you can really do about it because it's a virus. But it's like, I don't think he's trying to say that, but calling it a virus, I think, conveys that message. So it's not really a virus. I mean, there are people, there's a whole system. I mean, capitalism in North America is set up to benefit white people. I mean, it was designed by white people on the backs of slave labor. So inherently, that is built into the system. So to just call it a virus, I think it does it a disservice. At the same time, though, I'm glad he's calling out the white Hillary Clinton liberals for their racism. And understand racism permeates all ideologies, all parties. There are people that are, very left-wing Bernie supporters that are also racist. It isn't just, conservatives. It permeates everybody. But it is very present within the white liberal Hillary Clinton class of people. Now, Brianna Joy Gray tweeted this out in response, saying Van Jones is right. Over 20% of Hillary supporters think blacks are less intelligent than whites. About 30% say we're more violent and more criminal. Quote, Trump is worse is a weak bomb for those of us on the receiving end of this racism. So she's referring to this data here. I know it can be hard to see. It's hard for me to see as well. But this, where is it from? So this is a Reuters Ipsos poll back in 2016. And if you can see what you can see here. So basically racial attitudes of presidential candidate supporters. So they asked people that are supporters of Clinton, Trump, Sanders, Cruz, and Kasich back then. Basically asking them, hey, how do you feel about black people's, say, intelligence compared to whites, or work ethic, or manners, violence, lawfulness? And as you can see here, even a percentage of Sanders supporters, about, say, 18% here, view blacks as less intelligent than whites. But Clinton supporters are right up there with Cruz and Kasich at over 20%. And it's the same across the board. Work ethic, Clinton right up there. Manners, same thing. Violence, same thing. Lawfulness, same thing. Obviously, Trump supporters are a lot worse. That's clear from this data as well. But the point being here is that it isn't just the conservative voter that feels this way. And, Van Jones in his video here was clearly talking about Amy Cooper. I covered this story as well. In Central Park, she was faced with Christian Cooper, who asked her to put her dog on a leash in a part of the park that is for bird watching, where your dog should be leashed. And in response to that, instead of just leashing her dog, Amy Cooper called the cops and acted like she was all scared because she was being about to be assaulted by an African-American man, as she described to the cops. I mean, weaponizing that racism. So, and she is somebody, Amy Cooper, it ended up coming out, she's a Clinton supporter, or was a Hillary Clinton supporter, and a Pete Buttigieg donor. I mean, you could almost design these people in a lab. Of course, she was both a Hillary supporter and a Pete Buttigieg supporter. It makes perfect sense. So Van Jones here, I think, pointing out correctly that we need to be aware that this racism permeates everybody. And it's the casual racism, the racism of the liberals that you really need to be aware of, because they're the ones that often try and hide it the best when they're the ones that are the most dangerous.